shoes. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Thanks, Coach. A bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Check. Great. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check your hot.
Draw play. Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Foles. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Silver. 27, Mike, 27. Here we go, let's bring it. What is it?
Here's Foles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down. Brees going to throw. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow.
And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Breeze now. He'll buy some time running. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready, 95-56. Whoa. Coming to you.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. It's brought in by Harris. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
Come on, one thing for sure, You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Brees now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. It led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brees. That'll be complete to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Brees. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here. He's going to go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
47's the mic. I got him. 47's the mic. 47. Hey,
Dude.
Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
On play action, they'll throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been a unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. On first down, Breeze. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Robert Quinn coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Breeze. He gets it complete to Harris. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
To throw, it's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
56-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Bears. First down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Second and 7 at the 25-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Breeze now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Now Breeze. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now as his guys are able to regain the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
They found one.
56. Mike, 56.
Hey, Foxtrot.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. We go.
2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, orbit.
27 Mike, 27 Mike. Mike, 27.
Good. We go.
You got nothing.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll drop the throw. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
You don't know no better.
Flat.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check, 56. Hey, let's get in that hole.
They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Yes. Hey, Charlie.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The final shot before half for Breeze. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Breeze to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Michael Thomas. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Saints first down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Shotgun now for Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. The 40, the 20, and it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Go.
Nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Silence. Mike's 47. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Foles. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Kiko Alonso. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the draw, this is Cohen. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And his kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Breeze. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short. Now, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw is Breeze. And he finds Cook. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 45-yard line. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready. Yellow lady. Yellow lady. Exit.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you go field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Great. He's heavy on the edges. 47 mark.
Foles. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Go. Mike's 47. Kill. 65. 47's the Mike. 47's the... Hey! Mike 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Foles. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Pick. 47's the Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47. Hey, team 6. Hey, check Mike 47. I'm coming.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th.
95-56, under. Check.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Jump.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they had that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Breeze now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From midfield now on second down. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
58 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be first and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Mike's 47. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On second and 10, Foles. It's complete. It's Miller. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Under. 47's the mic. 48 Alpha. Coming. Both 7's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hey. The mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Here we go.
Now Foles. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
47 Mike. Mike, 5. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Let's get this.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Foles now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Mike 47. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 47.
They'll set up to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Be alert, be alert. 13, 13. Easy, easy.
Watch the run. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Go. Go.
Hey, wahoo.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Bree's going to throw here. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA.